What's going on, guys? As you can probably tell from the caption, this is how I made $900 within, let me actually count the candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes today. So I'm going to explain the entire trade, the thought process behind it, the confluence behind it, reason why I took it, reason why I was a winner against a loser, and we'll get straight right into it. But I want to start out, as you can see, this is actually a clearer camera. So I bought a new camera because I want to be able to speak to you guys like this, obviously be a lot clearer and you guys understand everything I'm saying a little better. But main reason is because I want to do a lot more of these like face talking videos where it's me just straight spitting a ton of sauce for you guys, because that's what I do in my YouTube, honestly. And I don't know if people will use it and take it, but it is what it is. So if you do, great. You're learning a lot, obviously, in this entire YouTube channel. I think we're at 660 subs right now. So goal is 1,000 by the end of April. Pretty confident we'll hit that. But yeah, me just wanting to talk to you guys is, I know a lot of you guys lost today. Today is Monday, March 24th. And I know a lot of you guys lost today because I'm going to show you in a second here when I go on the chart. But AM session offered nothing good, nothing that should have been taken. It was just a straight movement up, nothing retraced so far. If it did retrace, there wasn't anything good. So what did I do? I streamed this morning, obviously. What did I do on stream as soon as our macro closed, as soon as 10:15 a.m. Eastern hit? What did I do? I said I'm getting off. So what do? I log out of my account, close the stream. I'm not touching anything. Does that mean that I'm done for the day? Maybe, maybe not. I'll monitor price. I'm obviously not going to sit in front of the charts for 3-4 hours because it's not what I want to do. That's the point of a macro. Macro is a certain time in price where you can catch the possibly the best trade. So that's what I did. Nothing was offered in the first AM macro. I didn't really look at the second AM macro. Some of you might have, and probably still lost, because what a lot of you did, and just please listen to me, what a lot of you did, you saw a tap into our weekly volume imbalance and fair value gap, and immediately you're like, oh, I'll just go in the 1 minute, find a sweep, and then short. You get stopped out. Why? Because let's just say you see a 1 minute CISD, 1 minute market structure shift, and you think that it's going to go lower off of that. But the second you go to the 5 minute, you see the price is sitting within a 5 minute bullish gap. You don't short that until that 5 minute or that 15 minute or that 30 minute or hourly gap that you're currently in that's bullish gets inverted. Price can still retrace into that and seek higher. In a trending bullish day, it's going to keep going higher and higher until the higher time frame confirms that you're not. So actually, here, let's just get straight onto the charts. I'm going to show you the trade that I'm going to show you AM session, actually, because I want you to see. Let me move my mic a bit. I want you to see what happened in AM today. My analysis obviously played out to a T, not bragging or anything, but when you get to a point where you know where price is going, you can, I don't want to say the word predict, but in a sense, have a good analysis and follow it, because just based on market experience. So pre-market, I said I want a retrace into our hourly gap down here and then go bullish off of that to our, here, I'll draw it out. I don't know why I removed it. To our weekly volume imbalance. That was my draw for today. This right here, right? As well as obviously our fair value gap, but my draw, obviously, in my analysis was that. So this is what I said. We were right here, and I said this candle, I want to retrace into that. Market opens. We push all the way down into that, and we start moving up. We have news at 9:45, so obviously I'm waiting for that to hit. And I'm going to show you where a lot of people lost today and how you guys can prevent that. Obviously, this is not just a trade recap type of video, but this is a lot of education because I want you to learn this. So our market open right here. Market open right here. News hit right here is PMI. We went very bullish. People thought we were going to go bearish. We went bullish. What do? We put in a bullish gap right here. I remember saying this on stream, and a lot of you guys probably remembered it. This inverted, and I know so many people that shorted that. They went on the 1 minute, and they're like, short. And I said to them, why would you short? Like, legitimately, I called a few of them. I'm like, why did you short when you have a bullish gap? Yes, it got inverted, but you have a order block right here, this black candle right here, and you have resting highs above here. ES never took the volume imbalance. YM never took the volume imbalance, and NQ still had this volume imbalance right above there. So if that's the draw, this is just a fake inversion, right? So that is that. Now let's get down to what we took in PM. 2 trades, 2 different entries, same idea, and why it actually played out. So I think this was during our lunch. Yeah, or as lunch is approaching, we sweep out a high here, and we shift below this low here. The big indication why I went short today, all right, let me get rid of that. Reason I went short after our volume imbalance was taken, after I said don't go short just yet, was one thing. Look at this. After our open, we have a lack of high time frame fair value gaps. Nothing here. Nothing here. Look at the 30 minute. Nothing here. Nothing here. There are so many wicks. What does that indicate to me? We have a lot of liquidity built up there, right? Go to the 15 minute. The 15 minute doesn't even have anything. And when the 15 minute is telling me after a CISD right there that it's going to go lower with nothing in the way, of course I'm going to short that. So I go to the 5 minute. And what do I have? I have the same exact thing. No gaps in the way, right? So what am I doing? I specifically am waiting for our macro to open. I know people that didn't, they lost. And it's the same thing. It's like, why would you go against your plan? Why? The whole point of trading is follow a plan and risk only capital when you know that it's your setup, right? So this is what happens. We have a big push up. We sweep out this high right here, and we form a, I think it was a 3 minute CISD. Let's see. Yeah, 3 minute CISD right here. I'll draw this in a box just so you can see. I'll mark it in orange just for a second. Okay, so there is your CISD on the 3 minute. That big push up, sweep liquidity, massive move down. CISD, change of state of delivery, is the green candle right here. If you haven't watched my video, go watch that. So as soon as price pushes back into it, before our macro opens, this is what we have. We have a heavy push up. Oh, people start buying. They still don't understand. You don't buy in a market that is going to keep going lower. I hate when it does that. Yes, the 1 minute is bearish or bullish, but when the 15 minute is failing to close above in the moment, I was on a call with a friend and I said, if it closes above here and forms this, I'll take a short if we get displacement above there. We were failing to come out of this CISD right here, these two candles right there on the 15 minute. We were showing a lot of bearish momentum, right? The reason I took a short was for that very reason. We had a lot, price came into this 5 minute order block right here and respected it 1, 2, 3 times before we got a big move down, right? So like I said, when draw is clearly lower, why do you long? You know every single time you need to follow order flow, yet you take a trade that you want, not what the market wants. And as I've said in previous videos, the market can want one thing, you can want one thing, the market doesn't care what you want. So this is where my entry comes from. Price sweeps a high, and as you guys know, my entry is a sweep and a CISD directly after that, right? So the CISD was on this green candle here. This is, now let me explain. I'm not a perfect trader. I'm a human too. I'm gonna explain what the reason was why. So I originally, this is why I had this here, because I had this set up on my account on my phone. I have multiple accounts. So first account, I had my order set at the CISD right here, and on my futures account on right here. One thing I said, price pushes down. I'm like, ooh, or sorry, pushes down here after. I think I always put mine one tick below. I think it tapped it and didn't fill it. So I'm like, ooh, we might not return down there after taking out these lows here. So I'm not gonna lie, I got a little impatient. So I set I posted a reel on this for the live trade, and my entry came off this order block right here. Bad entry, not a bad entry, but I should have left my original entry, right? Stop loss, oof, we came very close. But this is just proper stop placement. And at the end of the day, it was a win, so that's all that matters. But I got a tad bit impatient on this just because, just based on market experience, I thought we weren't going to return all the way up here. I left my order on my account on my phone still there, obviously, which ended up being beautiful. As you can see, this is how that played. Whole reason behind this, I really thought we'd wick into this order block and then keep going lower. So that was my entire basis behind the trade. Obviously, right as I market entered, it just all the way up. Didn't get stopped out by around 1 tick. Very thankful. But right after that, we just melted off the face of the earth all the way to TP. This is my break-even low right here. I went break-even, and immediately after, TP gets hit. So beautiful trade, nonetheless. Took a winner here on this account, on my account on my phone. Took a winner here. And like I said, this is how that one would have looked. 2.98R there, and then 1.74R. Like I said, at the end of the day, I am not a perfect trader. I am still going to make mistakes sometimes. Everyone is, no matter where you are as a trader. We're all human. We're literally not robots. But let me just show you how good of a TP this was. Was I holding it down to the lows I had marked down here and here? No, because let me show you why. In order, let's just say from our entry, in order to go all the way down there, that's around 434 ticks. Do I want to catch that in a PM session? No. Why don't I take it all the way, Xander? Reason because in a market that is very bullish on the hourly, obviously, except there's not much to retrace into, why would I take an entry all the way down into this gap that's already been filled with the low we put in at 9:30 a.m. or 9:35 or something? I won't. I won't, right? Will I use that as a directional bias? Yes. Directional bias meaning I want price to head towards that area. Will I set my TP to there? No way. So this trade recap, a lot of sauce I just dropped for you guys, literally for free all the time. This right here is how I made $900 in the PM session within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes today. So I'm gonna end the video right here, guys. I appreciate you watching. Please leave a like, comment on the video if you guys want to see any educational videos. I know some of you guys have been DMing me saying, hey, can you make a video on premium discount? Can you make a video on certain things? I'll do that if you comment it down below if you make it to the end of this video. But subscribe. Let's hit 1,000 by the end of April. I will see you guys in the next video.